Da-da-da. Dun, da-da-da. Hello there, Danny. How's it going? Hopefully everybody will be able to see what I'm doing. Good afternoon, Holly. Hey, Amanda. I think it's charged enough. It'll last a long time. Heather, how's it going? I'm doing okay. My left ear, I woke up with my throat on my left side hurting because my left ear is a little inflamed. There's a nerve back there between your ear and your throat, and if it gets like pushed on, it'll make your throat feel like it's hurting. Kind of sucks, but at first I thought, oh great, I'm not going to have a voice at all. But it started feeling a little better towards going through the day. I have some eardrops that I put in it when it does that. Hey, Mama OG. Amanda, where are you where you're getting that much snow? That's a lot of snow. I keep forgetting where you're at. I know I've sent you mail. I can't remember everybody's addresses too. Massachusetts, that's right. That's a lot of snow. Hey, Jenny. She's like, I'm here. I didn't forget it. We're going to give like about 10 minutes. So about 2:10 will actually start. But we're going to give about 10 minutes for everybody to kind of get in here in the room. Hey, Tanya. Well, that's cool, Holly. It's nice to learn new tricks. So I was on TikTok. Hey, Suzanne. And TikTok was like, here, get this. Hey, Dina. Hey, Chandra. We're going to kind of hang out and chit chat for about I think about 6 to 8 minutes after 2 gives everybody time to get in here, especially people that are running a little late. But anyways, I was in there and it was like spotlight creator. Apparently, if you sell stuff, they tell you you're a spotlight creator. You know, they got to make you seem important and all that. And so it's like, pick these, blah, 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 and then something about a pool and entering to win from a certain pool of money on TikTok. So I'm going through the stuff that they're saying that you can, get. And I'm like, my followers are not going to want me to sell them wrenches and face cream. That's ridiculous. Finally, I come across this chair. A chair. A roller chair for the desk. I'm in a roller chair right now. But this thing looked plush and squishy and soft. Hey, Annette. And it looked so nice. And I was like, wow. It's a lot of biscuits for this chair. But I'm going to see if they send me a free sample. So they might. I don't know. We'll see. So you might soon see a video about the most comfortable chair on the planet. I don't know. If it sucks, I won't say the most comfortable chair on the planet. I'll just be like, this is an office chair. Get it. I don't know what it is. All I know is it looked like it had a big squishy pillow in the back, and all of it looked squishy. Ginny, I'm the same way. For what, Suzanne? Okay, we have 19 people in here. I'm going to get started with the actual tutorial. I made my pointer big. Shall I make it red, yellow? We're going to make my pointer yellow. Let's go in and do that. Why isn't it letting me make the inside yellow? Does it not give you that option? Oh, there we go. It's not changing it. That is so strange. Oh, it's set on black. Yellow. There we go. Does that make it so you can see it better? Yellow with black outline. Let's see if that works. How about that? Can you see that better? The red was better? Okay. Red is better. Oh, I know, Suzanne. I'm going to be like this the whole time. Now click on this, and it'll bring up this. So I'm going to be moving my computer a lot. So I hope it doesn't make anybody dizzy. It's just hard to get a computer in this TikTok wide, or TikTok has a really vertical layout versus a square, like, I don't know, Facebook, Instagram has a more square, or the YTube. Oh, don't worry about it, Chandra. I will explain to you everything I'm doing. What I did was just change my planner so you guys can see it when I'm moving it around so it's not tiny and white. Yes, portrait and landscape. That's what I'm thinking of, Amanda. Hey, Nosy Rosie. We're going to wait a few more minutes for other people to get in here who might be running a little late, but I am going to start this at about 2:08 my time. So 08. So in about another 4 minutes. Awesome. That'll be awesome, Suzanne. And I will let you know. But anyways, so does everybody have their Canva open and ready to go? Hey, Pooh, how's it going? Frankie has a package coming. That's exciting. You are, Amanda? I wish I was a Canva expert. I'm not an expert at Canva. I know enough to do what I do, but I can do basics. You can do an iPad too. Yeah, when I'm talking about basics, I'm meaning basics, basics, like what buttons or what, that kind of thing. It is more difficult to maneuver. I find the best setup to use Canva is to have um, my laptop with my mouse connected to it or my computer with my mouse. Oh, the cell phone's got to be really bad. And I know they do have those computers where you can use the little pens to do things, and those would be cool if it was more like a pad that I was facing down. But if it's up, those are kind of weird. Really, really weird. Now that I've kind of figured out how my touchpad works on here, because it's been a long time since I've had a laptop, so I had to get used to the whole touchpad and shift and when to use it. But now that I'm used to it, I think I'm pretty okay with it. I probably don't need a mouse anymore, but you never know. But anyways, okay, I think we've waited long enough to let everybody get in here. So we are going to get started. Okay. So what we're going to do first is you're going to open up your Canva. So you're going to log in and have it open. So does everybody have their Canva open that is ready? Is anybody does not have it open? Invite code for what? We're just doing that on here, Pink Moon. You're just going to sign in to Canva. I don't have an invite code for anything. Grumplicious, I am going to hopefully repost this onto the Tubi. So you just go in there and sign up under a new email, and it'll take you here to the basics page. This is free. Why? I wonder why it won't let you skip that. That's really weird, Pink Moon. Um, Close it all out. And then open it back up. And when it gives you that little window that tells you to log in, click on it. And then go down to email, click on email, and then put the email that you want to use to have your account on. And then it'll automatically create a free account for you on that email if you do not already have one. I can actually show you. Actually, I don't know if it'll do that same thing since I already have an account here. Is there anybody else that doesn't have their Canva open? It should be, Chandra. I literally just did it to open this. Let's go back in and log out of all accounts. So is this what you're seeing? Log in through browser. If you see that, you're going to hit that and you say, yes, continue to Canva app. Whoops. Actually, you're going to say log in with a different account. I don't know who this account is right here. It's really weird. And you're going to say continue with another account or whatever, and then you're just going to hit continue with email or just continue with email. You're going to type in your email. It's going to send you a code to your email. You put the code in, and then it automatically puts you in. Oh, man. I got to open this. Why is Safari not open? Hold on a second. 246043. Yes, continue in the Canva app. Can I help you? Do we have any of those? Two. I have these. Why is it? Why is it not letting me let? There it goes. Okay. Sorry, I had to get back in. Okay, so everybody's in now. Everybody's in your Canva. So first, we're going to go over here to the left side of your Canvas screen. And I am going to show you what these are. This is your menu, so it'll open your menu over here. And usually when you have projects and stuff like that, they'll be listed over here in your menu. This is your create, where you can create different projects and you pick your background size or what your project is. This is your home button. This is your projects button. These are templates, and what templates are is you can go over here and you can type in resume and you'll get a ton of different templates for resumes that you can go in and edit and make all your own. And so basically you're just taking the design that they already created and making it your own. And you can type anything in here that you want. I wonder if they have paper. Oh, yeah, they just have regular paper. But anyways, you can put a calendar. You can find calendars, all kinds of different templates for what you're trying to create. And then down here is where you can create your own brands. Yeah, a lot of people choose Flyer because it's 8.5 by 11. And then you have Canva AI, which is there to help you out with questions and all of that stuff. And then down here you have apps, grow, content planner, design school. The design school is great. You can go in here and learn a bunch of stuff. So you can learn a ton of stuff in the designer school. But anyways, there are also a lot of tutorials on YouTube and everywhere else for Canva. Anyways, so we are all going to make something together. So you are all going to click on create, and up pops your little window here where you can pick what you want to create. A document, a print, a video, a photo. You can actually create videos in here, all kinds of fun stuff. But we're going to go down to custom size because we're just going to do basics right now. And your custom size will bring this up. Now, over here on the right where it says PX, this means pixels. You want to change this to inches or centimeters, depending on what is easiest for you to understand. And your width in inches, you're going to type in right here. So I usually do 12 by 12. So you can do 8.5 by 11. Most people don't have a 12 by 12 printer. So we're just going to put 8 by 12 by 11 because most people have those printers. And see where it says it'll pop up these on the bottom. It doesn't really matter which one you click on as long as it's 8.5 by 11, and it'll pop up a window with a page. Now, in most programs, this would be called your bitmap, which is basically just your background. And you kind of look at your background page as a page, a layer. And everything we put on this page is going to be a layer, and everything that we put on in a certain order will be a layer on top of one on top of the other. And we'll go into that a little more. Anyways, so after you get your page over here started, we're going to go over to the left and you're going to click on elements. Elements is where you can find all of your shapes, your graphics, animations, photos, videos, audio, all the things you want to drag over here. Yes, you can change the layers, Amanda. We're just doing basics right now, just getting stuff on the page and then kind of like that. You know what I mean? But anyways, so up here at the top in the search engine, everybody type in rose and hit enter. So right here, after you typed rose and hit enter, you have all these pop up. This is your regular graphics. Next is actual photos. Next is 3D. And then you have mock-ups. Mock-ups are things that are already designed that you can add in roses and pictures in it. But we're going to go up here to graphics and we're going to click see all. And this is where you can find all your graphics. Now, if you are a basics member, any graphics that have a crown next to it, you will not be able to use. Those are for the pro people that are paying for their stuff. So I have both accounts right now. Right now I have a basic account open and then I have a pro account. So let's click on the first rose that you see that's pink right here that does not have a crown. And once you click on it, it will pop over here. So when you get your image on here, it'll be outlined in purple, and that is just a basic line so you can change the size and stuff. It's outlining your image. But anyways, if you go up here into the corner, you can change the size of your image going up and down. We can also, from the middle, we can come up and get rid of part of your image. And you can do the same thing from the top or the sides to bring in the thing. But most people don't want to do that. Most people want to resize. So we're going to resize and go from either of the corners and make it a smaller rose. And you're going to put it right there. Actually, let's put it in the middle. And we'll make it a little bit bigger, and I will show you how to layer a little bit. Oh, I forgot that. Yes, you can rotate it too. When you click on it, this little circle down here, you can rotate it. And then there's other things you can do with it with this little box up here, but we're going to get to that in a second. If you click this little box right here, you can copy and paste it. You can also do that from your keyboard if you know how to copy and paste an image. You can lock the image, which means you can't change it. I think those are a little more advanced. You can go up here and delete the image. You can copy this page by hitting that button, or the image, I mean, by hitting that button up here in the top. And you can just hit delete to delete that. You don't have to duplicate it. But anyways, over here up at the top, this is your page. Your page right here says plus. You can add another page, or this one next to it, you can duplicate your page. So it will add another page below it, or you can copy the page above it. Anyways, we're going to go back over here to the left, and we're going to type in duck. And your first little rubber ducky here that does not have a crown on it, we're going to click on that. And uh-oh, you covered up your image. So if you want to resize your image, you can do that. If you want to put your image behind another image, you go up here to position. You have to make sure you're clicked on your image. Go up here to position, and that's going to open up this over here on your left. And now you're going to click on backward, and that's going to bring this image behind your rose. And if you hit forward, it'll bring it in front of your rose. So if you have many, many images on here, you can decide which layer you want your image to be. You can also move your image all the way to the back or all the way to the front. But anyways, and that's how you move your images. Now, up here at the very, very top, you have animate. So you can click on that and it'll bring this up over here. And so what that does, you can click on shake zoom, and you can also speed it up some. Oops. Actually, these two, you have to be a pro member. I didn't realize that. That sucks. Anyways, after you click on the animation, oops, why didn't it work? If I hit fade, it's going to fade. I'm not used to this on basic. It's really weird. Anyways, so you have your animate section where you can do different animations to the image itself. Right here is this little black and white checkered thing. And what this does is makes your image transparent. It lightens it up so you can see what's behind it. I use that a lot in making different papers because I like layering different images and then putting them behind each other, so you can lighten it up. And that's a cool little feature. Your flip feature is this flips it to the right and this flips it upside down. So if you get a picture in here that's upside down already, you can flip it up, right, down, all that. And then here, this is just cropping an image. So you're going to move the actual square. So if I want to crop it and only get the wing, I can get the wing if I wanted to. But I'm actually not going to crop the picture. Right here, this is where we can round our corners on a thing. But when you do those, oops, you want to put an outline on it this first, and then it puts a square, and you can round the corners on that square. So if you want to put an outline around an image and then round the corners, you can do that. You can also change the colors of that outline. If you hit edit, you have all of these things pop up. And so style match is a pro thing, can't do that. Filters, you can go in here, change the different colors. And then up here, I only have one image in here, so I'll show you these. Actually, I can do that. So up here is magic grab. If I go, oh, you got to do biz, that sucks. It's got the crown on it, guys. It's got the crown on it. Some of you can use it. I have to log into my other account to use it. Oh, they all have the crown on it. Man, you can't do too much in here if you don't have the paid program. Anyways, you can go into your thing. You can go down here to shadow. You can outline your project, your things, change the color of the outline, all of that. Yeah, I know it sucks that most of them are paid. I could log into my paid account, which I plan on doing after doing this part because, you know, there's some basics that you can learn in the paid account too. Anyways, so after we mess with all those, we're going to go over here to the left-hand bar and click on text. And this is where you can add a text box. So let's just add a text box. That's kind of basic. And right here in the text box, you can move your text box or click on your little rose that's probably still on your screen and hit delete on the rose. Anyways, in your text box up here in the corner, you're going to have where you can change the font. So these are all going to be your different fonts that you can pick for your text box. You can change the size of your text box so your letters get bigger. If you go up, you can change the color of your text. You can make it bold, you can make it italic, you can underline it. What's this one? Oh, you can put a strike through it, and you can make it all caps. This little button will make it so you can make it so it's centered to the left, to the right. Next one puts bullets on it if you want to add bullets. And the next one is your letter spacing. You can space out your letters so they go wider, and then you can make your letters get closer to each other up and down. And I think that's kind of the basic there. So we'll stay right there with that one. Yeah, so that's text. So I'm going to delete the text. We're going to go back over here to uploads. And you probably don't have any. So I want you to click upload file and find an image on your computer, whether it's in your cloud, your desktop, anything. And you're going to click on that image and it's going to upload it to your Canva. And when you click on your uploads, you'll have, why did it take me there? Anyways, you'll have images and then folders. As you start making stuff, you'll have more folders, but in your images, you're just going to click on the image that you downloaded and it'll be right there on your page. And this is where you can change it. You can make it as big as your page if you want. I'm trying to remember other things about Canva. A lot of things I'm going to show you, you have to have a pro account. Lay down. Lay down. Mama's busy. Interesting. Anyways, okay. Back over here to the left, you have tools. Yeah, I'm going to go back into the pro section and show everybody that in a second. Up here in the tools, you have tools right here where you can draw. And you can pick colors that you draw. You can pick the size of your pen that you're going to draw with and the transparency of your pen. See the little dot, how it's moving? Boomer, lay down. See the little dot right there? He's like a little kid. No, Chandra. You go into uploads, click upload file, and then you go like in your photos, wherever you saved anything. So if you saved an image as a screenshot in your photos, you can go grab that in your photos. So it'll bring up your different files and you can grab that picture. And you click on it and then it will upload it into your Canva right here in images. Boomer, I'm letting you back out. You're just whining. Come on, go. Go get daddy. Anyways. Okay, back to the tools section. So that is so you can draw and then you can highlight, and then this is an eraser. So if you wanted to go into your image and erase part of it, why is that not working? It should work on my image. Amanda, why is it not letting me erase? That is really, really weird. So weird. Okay, anyways, shapes, you can go in here and pick a shape and it'll automatically put that shape on the screen. You can put writing on your shape, all kinds of different things you can do with that. Lines, you can put different lines on your screen. And so if I wanted to line this up with a certain point over here, I can, and then line this up with a certain point, and I make my line bigger. Just delete that so you can see the line. And then you have squiggly lines here where you can change how it is. It's kind of cool. I love this part. It's kind of cool what you can make with these. But anyways, those are your squiggly lines. And I'll go back over here. You can put sticky notes on your projects. Text. I'm not exactly sure why it has text in here, even though it's on the other part. Anyways, it only works with the drawing tools. That's weird because I've used, well, maybe I didn't. Maybe it was a different eraser that I used. Anyways, so I am going to, I'm trying to think of anything else that's basic, because once you start playing with all those things that I just showed you and you start messing with it, the more you play with it and mess with it, the more you start understanding how the actual program works. So I think I'm going to log out of this one and log into my other one so I can show you some of the other cool things that you can do, just basic stuff. Oh, and before I do that, I'm going to show you how to save a file. So in order to save a file, it'll say share up here on the right corner, up top. You're going to click on that and you're going to get a drop down box. In this drop down box, you're going to click download. And then up here, you're going to choose the file you want to save. So saving a file all depends on what you want to save it for. The only thing in here that will save transparent files that I am aware of is PNGs, and that's where you don't have this white background. So if I had the duck there and I wanted to put it on a t-shirt, all it would be is the duck. If you save it in the other ones and you want to put the duck on the t-shirt, you'll have a white square with a duck on it. So PNGs are, you're able to do transparent, where you save just that image. JPEGs are the most shared image files everywhere, and PNGs. Those are the two most shared image files. If you're trying to download this with the best DPI, and DPI is dots per square inch, and that is what determines the quality of the image that you're printing, if you're going to print an image or create one. So the best DPI is 300 DPI. So you would save it as PDF print, and PDF print automatically saves it as 300 DPI. When you click on PDF print, you're going to flatten your PDF, and then you're going to save it. Right here, it's going to say pages. So if you have several pages, you can click all of them. If you're sitting right here with the page you want to download in front of you, but you have a bunch of pages, but you have it on the page you want to download, then you can click current page and it'll save the page that's sitting in front of you on the screen. Or you can go down and click these different little squares for which ones you want to download. It's not letting you do this drop down right here. It should let you do the drop down. The only thing in here that's pro is SVG. Yeah, that's really, really weird that it's not letting you do the drop down. Click on the screen and go out of that. So click on your screen so that disappears, Chandra, and then click your drop down again, and then hit download again, and then go up here and click that box. Wow, that's weird. So maybe go out of it and then go back in and see if it lets you. Because it'll always say PNG suggested most of the time. So when you save a file in PDF print, so this is what I do for Patreon, because Patreon has two sections that you load images on. And one section, it'll only accept PNGs and JPEGs, I believe. And then the other part that you actually attach stuff to, it'll take PDFs and all that. But because not everybody has the stuff that'll read PDFs, but most everybody has stuff that'll read JPEGs. I do like to upload my images as JPEGs on Patreon instead of PDFs. You can change the DPI, you just can't change it in Canva. So if I downloaded this as a PDF, yes, I know they do. So the problem with your PDF file is not everything on the internet takes PDF for an image. So when I go to upload a PDF onto Printful to make t-shirts, it won't take a PDF. It'll take a JPEG or a PNG. But if you download it as a JPEG or a PNG, it is not 300 DPI. Ah, that's weird. But anyways, so I'm going to show you a quick way. I'm going to show you a quick way of changing your PDFs to a JPEG, but keeping it at 300 DPI. So a quick, easy, free way. And if you do this for free, you can only do one image at a time. I pay for this website, so I'm able to do an entire book at once. You're going to go to your, will you get off of that? You're going to go to your thing and you're going to go, I love PDFs.com. And this is only, now your PDF is already 300 DPI, but some programs do not let you use PDFs as a download for images. And it will not save a JPEG or a PNG at 300 DPI. So if you want to save, you save it as a PDF, and then you come in here to I love PDFs and you hit convert PDF to JPEG, select file, and you select your PDF file, whatever you want to convert, upload it, go over here to high, click high, and then click convert to JPEG. And this is a super easy way of converting it, and then you just download it, and it downloads to your file or wherever you want to put it at. And then you have, oh, it did all of them. Now this JPEG is 300 DPI, as where it was not before. See where it says DPI right there? It's 300. So that's what you want. Yeah, you will get a zip. I'm not sure if you can. That's why I always save mine as PDF print, and if I need it as a JPEG, I will change it from there to 300 dpi, because when you save it as a JPEG or a PNG from here in Canva, it's not going to be 300 dpi. It's only 300 dpi when you save it in the PDF, and then I believe SVG does 300 dpi as well. Oh, thank you, Araceli. But anyways, after you pick the way you want to save your file, you're going to hit flatten. And then, of course, you can pick the pages that you want to save. So if I don't want the second page, but I only want, or if I don't want the first page and I only want the second page, then I click that, done, and then you hit download. And it will download it. It'll bring up your little window, and you decide where you want to download this, your desktop, your where you want to put it. You name your file, and then you hit save. And then it'll save it wherever you want to save it. Okay, so I am going to log out of this one, and I'm going to log into my other one that has Pro, and I'm going to show you that one. Oh, actually, I'll show you that on the Pro section. When you log out, you're going to go over here to the left. Make sure that you have your projects you're working on, that you've hit the thing to close those out, and you go down over here to your little logo, and you hit log out. Or you can change your account. No, I did not want. Oh, of course it wants a code. So annoying. Three 333203. Okay. Why isn't it on? Oh, there we go. Home. So over here on, now I'm in the Pro account. Yes, Canva does autosave. If your computer goes down, that's what I was going to show them, because I don't have any projects in the other one to show them. If your computer goes down or something in the middle of you working on a project, and you go over here and click on Home, your project will be down here on your recent page. So you'll have all of your different projects down here that you've been working on. So you can go back in there and find it. If your computer crashes or something goes down, it'll be right there. So I am in the Pro section. I am going to hit Create. And I'm going to go down, custom size, and I'm just going to hit 8.5 by 11 like everybody else is doing. I'm trying to think. I don't think I'm going to go into a whole lot, because I don't want anybody to get confused. Everybody needs to learn how to play around with the program, you know what I mean? If you give too much at once, it gets a little confusing. Anyways, I am going to show you how to copy and paste a screenshot in here. So if you hit the button that minimizes your little screen and makes it a little smaller, so you can move it around, and then you can put a little arrow right here and shorten your Canvas screen? We're going to do that because we want another window to open up over here. So we're going to open up our browser over here. So if you are on a Windows computer, like a Chromebook or something like that, you're going to go to your web browser if you're on that, or your iMac, whatever one you want. And we're going to type in duck, and you're going to go to images, and you're going to grab the first image that you see of a duck. And when you click on that image of a duck and you see it over here, if it is blurry, you're going to click on it again until you find it in the website where it's not blurry. Well, Ginny, I said I was doing the basics. So after you've opened your duck on your website, I'm going to show you how to screenshot it. So if you're on a Chromebook or a Windows computer, you're going to hit Control, Shift, and Show Window key at the same time. And if you don't know what the Show Window key is, it's the little key up at the top in your numbers that's going to have a square and 2 lines next to it. That's a Show Windows key. So you're going to hit Control, Shift, and Show Windows at the same time. And if you are on a Mac, you're going to hit Shift, Command, and 5 at the same time. And what that's going to do is it's going to bring up a little square like this. And you're going to put that square onto your duck. And you're going to go on the little dot. And we're going to make it bigger to where we want to copy our duck. We don't want this down at the bottom. So I'll stop right there. And when you do that, you're either going to hit enter or capture. I'm not exactly sure if Windows brings this up at the bottom or not, but I'm pretty sure if you hit enter. Now that you've hit capture, you're going to drag that photo right over into your Canva. Why didn't that work? This always works for me. I do it all the time online. Everybody watches me do it. Okay. Okay, so Chandra, your button is going to be Control Shift and your Show Windows key. And your Show Windows key will be on one of your number buttons, but you'll have this little square with the 2 lines next to it. It'll be one up here at the top, one of those buttons. So you're going to hit Shift, Control, and then hit that button. If you're on a MacBook, you're going to hit Shift, Command, and 5. I'd actually go look that up because I don't have a Windows. So I was like, how am I going to tell everybody who's on a Windows to do this? But I know on a Windows, it'll bring up this little thingy that you can grab the little dot and move it so you can copy what you want to copy. Did you find it, Chandra? So on a Mac, you go down here and hit capture. It's Windows, Shift, and S on yours. Try that one, Chandra. Because there's 2 ways you can copy your screen. So you can either copy the whole screen at once, or you can copy it as Google said this way, where you bring up this square so you can actually decide what you want to. So Windows Shift S works for you. Okay. So look at that. Google's not always right. Anyway, so you're gonna hit capture, and your image is probably gonna be down here in the corner, and you're gonna hit shift and drag that image right onto your page. And it should go straight onto your page on Canva. That's why we made Canva smaller, so you'd be able to drag it onto your page. So if you make your windows next to each other like this, it makes it easy to do that. There you go. Suzanne's got it. That was the only thing I was worried about on here. How am I going to help people that are on a Windows computer? It works differently. You have your Windows computer. I don't have my Windows computer. So now that you have your image up here, you can make it bigger, smaller. You can make it as big as the entire page. So you have just one duck instead of all the ducks. Oh, that's awesome, Sharon. I'm glad you got it today. Yeah, you can do that, Jenny. Anyways, so that is how you get an image that you want from wherever you want it on the internet. So the easiest is to right click and hit paste. Siri's got an attitude. Siri's got a whole attitude problem. Okay, so now that we have our image on here, if you have a pro account, and I think Amanda showed me this the other day because I was doing it a completely different way that took a ton more time, you can go over here to BG Remover, click that, and it'll take the background out of your image. So you just have the ducks. Isn't that cool? So cool. So when you click on your picture, that's when this little thing will come up that you can edit. Now, if you go over here to edit after you click on your pictures and you bring this up and you have the pro account, you can also go over here and you can go into magic erase. You can choose the size of your circle, the little circle that's right here, and that'll be the size of your eraser. And you can go in and erase one of your ducks or whatever you want to erase. And then you hit erase and it will get rid of your duck. And then you X out of there and you're back at your image with a missing duck. Let's see, what other basic stuff for Pro? So you can go into your image and you hit edit, go down here to shadows and click outline. And that will outline your ducks. So now your ducks will all be outlined. I use that for my printing machine. And you can choose to edit your outline. So right here, you can do the size of your outline. You can make it bigger or you can make the width of your outline on your ducks thicker or thinner. There, that's what I wanted to say. The intensity, I don't think I really noticed. I never really used the intensity thing. I don't understand why. It's basically like the transparency thing where you're just kind of making it less intense. I don't ever use that. I don't know what the other things do. I've never used them, never had to. Glow, we'll put a glow outline. Drop looks like it drops your outline as a shadow to one side. Page lift, curve. I do implore all of you to go in and just play with it. Play with the program, and you'll be able to do a lot of stuff. But I think that basically covers the basics of Canva, like literally the basics. Being able to get into it, being able to get an image on there, being able to copy your image, being able to get something off the internet, and then saving an image and playing around with the image. Now, Canva also has an area that will tell you all about how to use Canva. You can use the AI to ask questions. How do I do so and so? It'll tell you. There are tutorials on the YT. Thanks for the follow, Smiley. There are tutorials on the YT that go a lot deeper into Canva and really how to really get into it. So I hope all of you guys really, really play with this and enjoy using it. Thank you for the follow, Ideal Designs. Is there any questions that you guys have? Shall we make a Monday night picture? Okay, we will make a Monday night picture. Usually Monday nights, I do Monday night musings, and we make paper that goes onto my Patreon, and it's available for free. So I'm going to click on create. I'm going to go down to custom size, and I'm going to click on my 12 by 12, and that's what size I usually do my paper in. Nosy Rosie, I am going to try to upload this to YT. The last time I tried that with a video that was too long, it nearly crashed my phone. I have a new phone though, so hopefully that doesn't happen. But anyways, a duck nest with a swan egg. How would anybody tell the difference between swan? Oh, you need like a bigger egg. Okay, so somebody name a theme and we will make a sheet of paper. Pooh Bear. So we're going to make the background. Oh, we didn't get into the color. That's something we didn't get into. If you click on your page, you can go up here to color and you can pick the color of your page. You can click right here. Another thing is, if you want a specific color, let's say we have let's say we have a bear on the screen, and I want to put text on my screen, but I want my text to be the same color as my bear. I'm going to click on my text. I'm going to go over here to the color, and over here up at the top, this little plus with the rainbow colors, you're going to click on that. And right over here in the corner, this little squeegee thingy, I can't remember, little dropper right here. You're going to click on the dropper, and you're going to come over here to the bear, and you're going to go to the brown that you want that's on the bear and click on it. And it's going to change the color of your font to the color of the bear. Probably can't see that as a good example. Let's go with actually, let's do this. Okay. If I want the exact light blue that's in this rainbow, that's when I would do that. Click on your text, click on your color, go to your color thing, click on your dropper, go to that light blue, click your dropper on that light blue, and then hit enter. And your text will turn that color. This comes in handy if you have an image on your screen that has a specific color and it's hard for you to match that color. Doing it this way where you're changing this and you're moving this square to try and find that color, because you can change your color this way too. But doing it with the little dropper, way easier. If you want, and you can do that with any of your other images. So if you put a square here and you want the square to be that thing, you click on the square, go to the color, but that's if you can change the color. Not everything you can change the color on. But anyways, I'm trying to think. Okay, we're going to make a Pooh Bear image. Now, technically Pooh Bear is copyrighted, so I don't think I'm going to use him. I think we're just going to go vintage. So we're going to make a vintage page. And in the back of my vintage page, I'm going to click on elements, and I think I'm going to look for parchment paper, because I want something that looks like parchment paper. And so you're going to go in here and you're going to find the paper that you want. I like this scroll right here. It's got a cool texture to it, but it's a scroll. I don't want the scroll. I want my whole page to be this. So I'm just going to make my whole page that. So that's going to be my background for a vintage page. Now I'm going to go over here and I'm going to say 1920s neighborhood photo. And I'm going to click where it says graphics that I'm on. I'm going to click the X to get out of there. And I'm going to go to photos. And then I'm going to go down here to the photos that I want. I'm going to click on this one. I think that one's cool. And we're going to make this as big as the page. But I'm going to go up here to the transparency thing, and I'm going to make it a lot lighter. So it's in the background. So you see kind of a car there. So it's there, but it's not there. And then I'm going to go over here back to the elements. And I think I'm going to put train in. And I don't want photos anymore. I want graphics. So I'm going to get rid of photos, go to graphics, and then we're going to go down and find the train that we like. I think I like this train. So I'm going to put this train in. We're going to make it bigger. And then I'm going to lighten this up a little bit as well, because we're going to put more on here. Now I'm going to come over here and I'm going to put numbers. I wonder if grunge numbers are in here. I don't think I'm too happy about these grunge numbers. Oh, I like this 6. Now, when you get a number or an image that has these colors up here, when you click on an image in your little editing bar is up here. This right here means you can change the colors on here. So because I can do that, I'm going to change this blue to white. I think I'll leave it just like that. And I'll make it smaller. And I'll put it right there. And I am going to lighten this one. I don't think I'm too fond of that. We're going to change this yellow to gray. I think I like the gray better. So when you click on one of those letters, so I clicked on the 6, down here sometimes you'll have these recommendations. And if you click on see all, it'll show you all the other numbers that are the exact kind of numbers that you just used. So you can shorten that back the way you wanted it to match your other number. Change your colors to match your other number. And then lighten it up. So there's all kinds of things that you can do to make paper in here look grungy. Now you can also click on your thing and hit Control C or Command C, depends on what computer you have, and then Control V as in victory or Command V, and that'll copy and paste your image if you click on it. Now, if I click this first image and I hold the shift down and then I click on all the images and then hit copy and paste, it'll copy and paste all the images at the same time. So if I want to put numbers going all the way across, I can do that. But anyways, and so you can do that, copy and paste. Another thing you can do, if I want the train and the number 6 to always be able to move those together, when you click on the train, hold the shift button down and click on whatever other images you want to group together, and then you hit group. That joins those images as one so you can move them around together. So if you put images on your screen that you want to join together so you can move them together, that's how you do that. It's pretty simple. Let's see. What else can I think of? I think it'll come as I create. Let's see, let's do hot air balloon. And we'll go down and find one that I like. I like that one. It's an old looking hot air balloon. Maybe I don't like that one. I don't know. I'm going to put that hot air balloon right there. But I want it behind. But I don't want it behind everything. I only want it behind certain things. So I'm going to go over here to click on those little arrows. I'm going to go to position, and then I'm going to hit back. And it's going to take me back the numbers because those are the last things I put up there. And then the other numbers, but I want it to be behind. Whoops. Now it went behind the parchment paper. There we go. I want it right there. So it's right on top of the parchment paper right now. And I'm going to make this transparent some and lighten it up a little. So there's all kinds of things you can do in here that are really cool. I'm trying to think. I think the video section is a little much. That might be too much. Now, if you have something that you don't want on there anymore, you click it and click delete, and it just gets rid of it. Okay. Okay. So here are your images. You have a bunch of images here. If you just highlight your whole thing and you go up here, why doesn't it show me that? Oh, not up there. Right up here where it says group, you're going to go over to the three little dots and you're going to go down to layer, and then you're going to go down to show layers. And over here, it is going to show your layers. It'll have the images right here in the middle for each one of your layers. You can grab one and you can move it to a different spot if you want. If your layers are grouped and you go to grab it and move it, it'll move all of those. If you do something that you do not like and you're like, oh my goodness, what did I just do? This little arrows up here, the one pointing to the left, it will undo what you did before. And you can click that as many times as you want. If you accidentally click that or delete something that you didn't want to delete, you click the arrow going to the right and it'll bring it back. Yeah, those are your layers. But anyways, let's see. I'm trying to think. Ooh, what else? Anything else you guys can think of? I am just doing the basic. How to only put half of the balloon up. Oh, cropping it. Okay, I get it. Okay, so if I want to put this up, but I only want half of it, you can go up here and click this crop button, or you can just take this and get rid of it. And then we can put this right here up against the edge. And there's really no reason to half it to put it against the edge, because you put this over here, it's going to chop it off wherever it is because it's the edge of your paper. Oh, I know. Let's do this. So, like, I make books for Amazon in here. If you go in here and you have a few pages on your project, you can go down here where it says grid view, these little boxes, and you can click that, and it'll show you all of your pages in order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can literally go in here, you can grab a page, move it. You can go up here and add a page or duplicate a page if you want. You can hit duplicate, it'll duplicate it. You can move them around if you do grid view. That comes in handy if you're doing books and stuff like that. Um, let's see, I'm trying to decide. Oh my goodness. Oh, you love that feature? Yeah, I do a lot of books in Amazon. My brain doesn't want to work today. Actually, that's the other thing I can show you. Add page, add page. Also, if you go down here, you can click on pages down here, and it'll show you the thumbnail of the pages down here, which you can still do the same thing and change them around and stuff. I'm trying to think. Now, I've made videos in here, which is kind of funny to do, but I have a lot of different books. Some are ephemera, some are floral, some are Christmas, some are collage books, there's like 18 of them there. But anyways, trying to think anything else. Oh, well, thank you, Meg. Oh, frames. Those are fun. Frames are really, really fun. Okay, we're going to go over here to this, and we're going to put frame. So you're going to have regular frames, and then you're going to have these weird little frames that have these little backgrounds. So all of these frames, if you click one, it'll open all your frames right here. You just hit see all. Of course, it adds other ones in there. But all these ones with these weird little, like this triangle one, we'll put that one there on this photo. I am going to take this photo and drag it right into. Why is it not working, Suzanne? What did it just do to my frame? Oh, come on. Why are they blacking out? It doesn't work with all the pictures. Are you kidding me? I've never had that happen before. Ever. Look it. I'm on a different page. They're all blacking out on me. Is yours working? Okay. Normally, I don't know why. I tried dragging that thing on it earlier. Okay. It just sits there on top. It's not working. Well, that's something Canva has to fix. They're all doing that. That is so weird. Let's close this out and open a different project. Yeah, it's still doing it. They've been disappearing. It's not working, Suzanne. Is yours working, Suzanne? Hey, Mary. Go get yum yums. Daddy got yum yums. Yours works normal. That is so weird. So, for some reason, mine's not working. It could be because I have to update my, there's an update. Yeah, there's a software update available. That might be why. I don't know. Let's reboot it. We're going to restart it and see if that's why, because that's really, really strange. It shouldn't be doing that. Okay. Oh, great. It just opens it right there and then. Quit Canva. Why is it opening all these little screens? Okay, let's open Canva back up. Let's see if it does it again. It's doing it. It's crazy. The puff to pig. I love PDFs.com. So usually these frames, so normally with these frames, you're able to put them on your screen, and what you see there, that little background, will normally be there. And then you take an image or a photo and you drag it into that, and you'll be able to see your photo right there. So it's kind of like, so if I took these hearts and I dragged my photo into these hearts right here, if I dragged my photo into these hearts, you would see your photo in there, but it would cut you off so you're right inside the heart. So the heart's like a frame. I don't know why mine are not working. That is weird. That is so weird. But I didn't click on the three dots. I just clicked on, I reopened a whole new thing and clicked on the image. So freaking weird. See, it's not, I don't know why mine's not working. Here, we'll have Suzanne come show you guys.
There we are. Can you all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going over here. I'll type in frames. I hit enter to search for one and look down what we have. That's like there's a heart here or a film strip. I like film strips. So you can see the different ones. And then I say I want to have something in it like a, I don't know, a beach because it's cold outside. Oh, wait. Why did you leave me in the frames? No, I don't want frames. I want pictures. There. Let me see. I like this picture, so I want it in there. See, I just drag it over. You
Now
take
you
it,
got the picture in there.
you drag it
So
wherever you
cool.
want it. I have a heart-shaped beach. Then I want the sunset, so I just drag that in there.
Isn't that cool? That's such a cool feature.
They have grids and other things for it. So if you look for frames, let's see. You can get frames with one picture only. That's most of these. But if you go down to grids right here, you can actually even put multiple pictures there. I mean, like this one here, you can do three
Yeah, you can put
pictures.
3 pictures in there. That's
You
cool.
can put that one, and I don't know, that one. Why isn't it showing on my screen? Yeah, there it is. So you have 3 different pictures, which comes in handy if you want to split something up.
Yeah.
So,
Can you think of anything else?
I think that's most of the features I use. 3D photos, animation scripts,
I
mock-ups.
mean,
No, I
I
don't
can
think.
get into making videos and stuff, but
Okay.
I mean
But
that's
that's a lot.
yeah, that's a lot.
But different apps, one app I use a lot, that you have different apps for making QR codes and different other stuff. Depending on what you do, it comes in handy. Most people will not use that.
Yeah.
All these extra, um, yeah, there's all of the uploads for, for Sprite. All the dresses. See, I can put it into a film strip. And then if you don't like where it lands in, if you don't like where it lands in a, like here, I put her in and it cut her off. Double click on it and you can drag it where you want it. Like if I like the beach, but I don't want the sky, I can make it bigger and take it out and have just the water. And here, let's say I don't want the water at all. I just want that. Then I can do that too. You can totally resize how you want it.
Yeah.
The only problem with the frames is if you have a picture like I'm putting her in there, right? That's how it cuts her off. And I can't actually move it to have her fully fit because the picture is not tall enough.
Yeah.
So sometimes it won't let you. There's not much. I either have to cut her off or cut the text off. So there's not much you can do about it. You can only work within the limitations of your image. So I think that's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else that. I mean, there's a lot more to Canva, like a lot more, but just basics of Canva. I can't think of anything really.
Edit, it does have a the magic erase we talked about.
Oh yeah, I didn't
It
do that
also
one.
has a way of grabbing text from something or grabbing something off an image. And it also lets you expand an image. If an image is just a little bit too short and you want it bigger, let's say, then you can actually do that too. Do I have one here that I can use easily? I'm not sure if it'll work with this one, but we'll try. So I go into edit. I look for my little magic expand and it tells me where do you want to expand it. And let's say I want it bigger over here. And then I click expand down here. It'll look at the image and try to figure out how it can expand it and make it bigger. Which sometimes works well and sometimes it does not. Here it did okay. But you can kind of see a different color there a little bit. But you can do that sometimes if you need to make a picture just a little bit bigger. And now it's wider. I've done that.
I'm thinking that pretty much covers all the
I think
basics.
so too.
I would just recommend that everybody go in there now that you know like little basic stuff and what the little buttons are. Go play with it. Make things, play with it. If it screws up, it screws up. You're not, you don't have to be beholden to whatever you're making. Just play with it.
Magic grabs whatever parts of the picture you want. Like I want these. I want to grab these. I can grab that one and say, okay,
You
I
take that,
don't
take
want
that
that one there.
cloud wherever you want.
You put it somewhere else.
Yeah.
But it kind of it guesses what the background would look like without it. So sometimes it does well, sometimes not.
Mostly doesn't.
Well, it works really well if you have a background that doesn't have shading in it.
I do it for the most part when I'm taking something out that I don't want the background to, and I'll get rid of the background and just keep what I take out.
Yeah, that's what I a lot of times do. So I would go edit. I'll go over here to magic grab, and I want her. See whatever is in blue there, that's what it will grab. So it'll grab her. I now have her, and I can get rid of this. And I only got her.
Yeah. So that's how you can take pictures or items out of photos that you want to steal items out of. The magic grab is located when you click on the image and then you click edit. And it's over on the left side.
Up here. Edit. And then over here where it says Magic Studio, go over a little bit. I think it's a fourth or fifth one. Magic grab, the one with the balloon.
Yeah. So play with your Canva. Play with it. Put images on it. Make things. And if you screw it up, that's okay because you're trying to learn how to use it. And they have little tutorial things in Canva
Next tutorials are pretty good.
that show you how to use it. Like it'll go more in depth with it when you're playing with it and stuff. I'd go more in depth with it, but I think the basics get you where you need to be. And then watching the Canva tutorials or picking things up as you go and as you're creating and learning how to use it, it's probably the best way to do it.
I want to see what it does. I just did the image to video. I have never used that one before.
Image what?
Image to video. Let's see what it
Oh,
does. It's not quite done. Almost done. Doesn't know what to do with that image.
image to video?
Yeah, one of the features is to turn your image into a video. I want to see if it moves around, but it's stuck there. It's working hard making all those pixels move. I want to know what makes the gear on her cheek move or not. Come on, get done. And I have a quick computer, but Canva doesn't know what to do with this picture, I think. Damn, TikTok's AI editor is quicker than that.
Is it?
Yeah.
I've never used the AI editor.
Oh, it's pretty funny sometimes. I did that with a frog picture, and it made the frog eat a fly.
Let's see what it does to mine.
This one, because yeah.
I'm going to try and make this dinosaur move. See if it makes a move.
No,
It's loading. Is yours still loading?
yeah, boy, that's slow. Did yours go? Not yet.
Yeah, it did right there. Look at it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's funny.
And then you click add video to design.
I
Let's
guess it
see.
doesn't like my picture.
Oh, there it goes. He's moving around, but only for 1.2 seconds.
It should be 3 seconds normally. See how slow mine goes? I just restarted it.
Huh.
Doesn't know what to do with her.
I don't think it knows what to do with her because she looks very stone-faced.
Let's see.
But anyways, okay. Ooh, what's it going to do with the bird?
I'm not sure. Let's see. That might be a little bit easier.
But anyways, this is how you play with it.
Yeah, just play around. That's really the best. The best way to learn any software, any new tool, any whatever online is just play with it.
Exactly.
It can't bite you. Here's what I always tell people. You don't have to be afraid. You learned how to turn on a washing machine, how to drive a car, and do many other things. You can learn this. Just play around with it because the computer can't bite you.
Exactly.
Let's see. What does it do? I want to see what it does. It doesn't do a lot. It only moved the boring.
It didn't do a lot.
Anything. It didn't do
But
anything.
anyways, so that's what image to video does.
Doesn't do anything. See, AI is not the best.
No, it's not. But anyways, okay. I'm
going
out
out.
how to.
I got it.
Okay. But anyways, guys, that's the basics of Canva. Is there anything that somebody wants to know about it? Any questions that I can answer while I eat a piece of chocolate? Nobody has any questions? Now, Have fun with it, play with it, move things around, click the buttons, see what they do. Once you figure it all out, you'll get in your own groove. Now, for all other stuff, not all other stuff, but I do have a subscription base. If you go to my homepage, right above the videos where it says showcase and live, you can scroll that over to the left and it'll say subscription. If you click on subscription, I do have a subscription there where I will offer one-on-one Canva help, one-on-one help with projects that you're doing, available, one-on-one for you. And then we also do subscriber craft alongs that we'll start doing once a month, maybe twice a month. I'm not quite sure. And then I'll have love-aways for all the things that I actually make. And then we'll have every 90 days, I'll do a love-away for a journal or a folio for subscribers. Limit what to once a week? I know we're going to have sub-only lives that I'll do once a week. And I'll probably do that Saturday or Sunday. Yeah, I may have to limit it. It depends. Because then I'll never ever get off the computer. So we'll see how all that goes. It'll go slowly but surely. But anyway, so I offer all of that on my subscription plan on here, and it's only $7.99 a month. And then there's other stuff in there, and I have to figure out the other stuff in there and how to use it. So I gotta go play with it. But anyways, so there is that as well. And then what else is there? Digital stuff. If you want to find any of my digital prints, those are all on Patreon. And everybody should go follow Suzanne Says Runs with Scissors. Got to help her get where she needs to go. She makes amazing, awesome journals as well. Super creative. So don't forget to follow Suzanne. Very informative. We should all go blow up her follow count. But anyways, what else is there? Pin her. I will pin Suzanne. Why won't it let me pin her? There it goes. There we go. She's pinned at the top. So that's Suzanne. Go follow her. She's pinned at the top. But anyways, I also have a ton of paper on the Zon, Amazon. Just type in the paper sprite. I'll probably get a restriction anytime soon. But anyways, there's like 18 books that I have on there. They're all pretty paper books and then collage books. You can tell the difference by their cover. All the pretty paper books have like the different paper pictures on it. And then the collage books just have a bunch of different images on them. So you can tell the difference between the two. And then Patreon's all the digital stuff. There's a ton of stuff on there, including everything that I have on the Zon. So every Monday nights at 8, we do Monday Night Musings, where you guys make the paper, much like we made on here just now, or I made on here. You guys make this, and then it is uploaded to the Patreon for free, so you can download it and print it out and use it. I'm surprised I haven't got restricted yet, but it's kind of funny. Thanks for the heartbeat, Minnie. But anyways, I think I'll download this one onto the Patreon. Earlier, I was downloading them as PDF on the Patreon. Like, why am I doing this? Why am I not? Why was I changing them to JPEGs? And then it dawned on me, oh, because not everybody can open a PDF. PDFs don't always open on everybody's phones or other tablets and stuff. So I like to, where the heck did that save? Oh, it's saved down there. Dang it. They don't always save to people's phones and stuff. So that was why I was doing it, changing it to a JPEG. And the only way to do that is to upload it somewhere that you can convert it to. So convert PDF to JPEG on ilovepdf.com, select file, find the file on my desktop. I don't even know what I named it. Where is it? What is the file named? DFJ. That'd be up here. Nope. Nope. Why is it not up here? That is really weird. Oh my goodness. It doesn't see the file. Oh, there it is. It was hiding, and then you just convert it to JPEG. Is 3. I don't know why you can't choose to download JPEG on Canva as 300 DPI. It's really weird. And the only reason I found that out is trying to make images on clothes and stuff on Printful. So I'm going to turn this down real quick. But anyways, I'm going to do this for free. Attach. The other thing is on here you can't download images that are PDF. So the image you can't download as a PDF. It has to be a JPEG. But you're not saving the image, so it doesn't matter if it's a 300 DPI. Only the one that you're going to save and print really matters. We will publish this one up there. So now that one's available on the Treon for free. There is a bunch of stuff on there for free. I am going to change my cursor back to normal. I don't even remember. Oh, I don't care about that. We'll just change the size of it. There we go. Now I'm okay with it. Okay, so anyways, where can you change your paper to landscape? You know what? I have never done that on here. I've never actually done that. Where's the AI thing? Upper left. Is that where you resize it? Are you talking about resizing it? Oh, yeah. See? Okay, that's the only way that you can do that? I thought there was another way. Oh. Okay, if you want to change your paper to landscape, you go up here to the left. This is a pro feature, and you hit resize, and then you can change the size. You can go in here and you can hit custom size. And if I want this 12 by 3, I can say that. Copy, and then you can choose whether you want it like this, this, or this. Damn it, stay there. So you can choose landscape or portrait right here. Portrait, landscape. I chose landscape, copy, and resize. So it'll take your image, and then you hit open, and it'll open your image. So your image is that way. Be forewarned when you do this. It will not stretch your image to that size. That's something you're going to have to do. So it's best to pick the size that you want before you make your thing. You'll figure all that out. There's idiosyncrasies about Canva that kind of suck. And I'm sure there's things that I don't know about Canva that other people know, but it's like, no, you can do that. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. You know, because you're always learning new things. Everybody's always learning new things. And Canva is a program, and they're always adding new things to Canva. So there is always something new to learn. But anyways, I think that concludes the basics of Canva. I don't know why my certain things in my Canva were not working. That's really weird. Hopefully it resolves. I haven't used the frames in like forever. But anyways, guys, I'm going to get off of here. I may be back on later to play around with paper and make something. But I am going to go make dinner and get dinner ready. I hope that helped some of you guys know the little basics of Canva. Play with it, have fun with it. If you mess it up, it's okay. You can do it again. It's a program on a computer. Yeah, like Suzanne said, it's not going to bite you. So if you mess it up, that's okay. That's what playing is all about. Learning where you went wrong so you can figure it out. But anyways, I hope you guys have fun. I will talk with y'all later.